choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
What amazes me is how anyone could have that kind of power and yet keep it hidden all this time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Tales of Arise. We went ahead, we've gotten the beef, we've gotten the ingredients, we can go and turn these in, but hey, I spy, with my little eye down in the corner, a skit to watch.
Everyone walking the streets looks so calm and happy. I guess it really is true they don't treat Danans as slaves here.
Did they actually somehow achieve equality here? And if they did, why? To what end?
Something here doesn't feel right, even though they sure want to act like it does.
What is going through that Lord Dohalim's mind, I wonder?
So actually, I do have a theory about this. I was thinking about it since yesterday when I recorded the last episode. So when I really kind of get down to it, they've said that so there's a couple of like interesting facets to kind of consider. Number one, it's been, I believe, 200 years since Rinna showed up and took over Dana. Number two, we know that the previous Lord got replaced by Lord Dolahim. I think they said 7 years ago. And number three, they said that Lord Balzac, at this point I legit do not remember his name. So it's just Balzac to me forever. But they said that Lord Balzac was like the only one of the Rinnan lords that had never won the crown game. And number four, they said the crown game happens every 10 years ago. So I don't know how long the Rinnans live. I think it's likely it may be longer than just a normal human lifespan. So it could be that these various lords have been in power since like since the Rinnans took over. And they're just starting to get to the point where they might be retiring or being deposed, or like I don't know what happened to the previous lord. But they also said that this realm was the one that most often had the victor of the crown game, which means that this Lord Dalahim might have basically inherited ruler of Dana, because just like odds say that the current lord came from here. If this place produced most of them, and if that's the case, whenever Dolahim took power, he could have just been like, okay, here's what we're doing, and nobody can say boo to him, because he's basically the leader of all of Dana. But that also means that he did not win the crown game with his own devices. So we might be having a whole different power influx as the crown game comes to an end. If he doesn't win, suddenly he, the real leader could be like, okay, you need to do this, and I'd be like, I don't want to, and there's like, issues.
How's this?
How's what?
Afraid I can't.
Oh. Okay, that's not the guy. I forgot which turn-in or which guy wanted the stoofs. What's down here then? Because I see a little Okay, so I am going the right way. This was the way to the Colosseum, if I recall correctly. I talked to you already? Okay, so that's how I get to the next realm. Whenever I'm allowed to leave this area. Like, legit, I kind of feel like I wouldn't even want to be here. Why are you making me cook again? Oh, come on. Isn't this dude ready yet? Sorry, Law. Says you have to simmer for 5 hours. 5 hours? If it takes probably 5, we just grill it up real quick.
I don't believe this.
If that's how you're gonna act, boy, you can forget about having any. Yeah, he's a freaking gourmet, and he wants like the weird and most obnoxious way of doing things.
Great. Very nice.
Wow, is it actually dawn at this point? Did they advance the game clock by 5 hours? Because we were getting into like darkness.
What?
Oh, this is absolutely exquisite. I'm in heaven. Okay, that's not his voice. I'm in heaven. Truly, this is a golden age of cooking we live in. That doesn't really tell us anything about how it actually tastes. I'll say. This reaction is even more dramatic than last time. And why don't you have some next? Holy crap! This meat is so... I feel like it's gonna melt right in my mouth. And the sauce is so rich and packed with taste. The meat and the veggies. There's a whole thing an unbelievably deep flavor. These veggies, too. They're so meaty and tasty just the way they are. Make a really nice complimentary side dish.
Oh, this is bad.
Okay,
Real
what?
bad.
Okay, no, it's not bad. It's amazing. Ever came with this meal? You really thought every dish through? See why the palace would serve it? You know, Gordendo, or Gordino, you take a page out of Law's book when it comes to actually explaining how something tastes.
You people don't understand anything. All the boy does is flap his jaws. Listen, flavor is something you express with your whole body. No, with your very soul. Are you watching that? See how I have moved? Every fiber of my being. Open your eyes wide and burn the next sight into your brain. Already? Absolutely.
Great.
Okay, whatever, shut up.
Yes.
Putting that aside, my palate and stomach are completely, utterly satisfied. At least this realm with no regrets.
I'm kind of low-key amazed that Xion did not insist on being part of the taste testing party.
Man, that was amazing! No wonder the old man was so gung-ho about it.
See? What did I tell you?
Shion, you've got sauce on your face.
The other insurgents, that's an interesting bit of discussion. Alright, back up to the middle of the city. We're gonna get up here, we're gonna find out what we can find out. Wait. That's a... I haven't talked to you yet.
I just can't shake off this sluggish... It's not like I've been drinking that much.
Oh, dang, it's you again, I'm sorry.
How's...
Your dragon is hard. So we can just go into the palace? Security is super lax. Yeah, that one was also sealed from what I recall. Was anything up here? You know me and how I've got to check into everything. Oh, okay, we can't even get there. That's why I don't remember there being a side path, because I can't get down far enough to access it. I saw it on the map and I was like, why don't I remember what's there? This really is beautiful. Hi there. Are you... No.
Hey there. You wanted to immigrate here?
It does seem like a nice place to live.
Should hope so. We're quite proud of it. Immigration arrangements can be made at any time. But don't rush. Take a look around town first. We do have a lodging, so there's no hurry to decide anything.
Curious about what I'm wearing? I bought this myself, if you'll believe it. Nowadays, we didn't get paid fair wage for the work we do. All thanks to Lord Dalahim.
I still can't believe I'm seeing Danins and Renins getting along.
You never know. It could all be an act on orders from the Renins.
To what end? It would be an incredible amount of effort just to fool us.
Let's check out more of the city. There's probably places we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I've got to say, it's very interesting and unusual. Like, on the one hand, it is legitimate to wonder, like, they watched us go into, or they've heard about stories of us going into two realms and just, like, offing the realm lord. So it wouldn't be unforeseen that it was just like, look, we'll pay you, just act happy. But even actually, now that I say that out loud,
Should this really be here?
there's no way that that's the case because the demons wouldn't play along with that. I don't know how I got gold just for walking in here.
So these are the training grounds. The atmosphere here feels different compared to the rest of Vicent.
It's just a nicer name for a place where people go to fight.
So, it's still a good way for us to test our strength. Stop sweating the small stuff.
Not surprised at all that Law would be totally into it.
Okay, this time I'm gonna give it everything I've got. I'm training for this day.
Wait, who are you talking? Who's the other person?
I hope so. What am I gonna do if we go in and get hurt? This feels like a ball of fire, but I can take these advanced trials no problem.
No, don't get ahead of yourself. You're drunk. Did you flunk the entrance exam for the guard?
Freezing your hand feels like this because you punched a wall. Especially you stick your novice fights if you know what's good for you.
Big guardsmen have been undergoing a rigorous training ever since we entered the guard, dedicating ourselves to one goal, ultimate might. Not one inch will be given to any rotten Zugal who dares cross us. Just cut them down and toss them aside. Cut them down and...
Man, look at pictures join the guard sure or something else, aren't they? You've been yelling this stuff for a while. Have seen him actually step up to reception the entire time?
You know, it takes a special kind of stupid to walk up to one of its armored soldiers, pull out your weapon, try and fight us with it.
You're blaming big and strong. I couldn't help myself.
What are you, 5? Are you like this with everything you see? Know what you're doing before it gets you arrested.
Okay. Interesting. Novice is recommended level 30, and Small Crash Prize is recommended level 20. Cheap is level 80? I can only do this one right now. My average party level is level 19. We're overloading something? It's surprising it's taking this long to load. I wonder what's happening. Ooh!
When did I get so popular? Flying free? Why can't they just sit still?
Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Well done.
Okay, yes, one of these where they keep being more guys as the battle progresses.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal you all. Hurricane. What was that?
Look sharp!
Alright, there we go with that.
That training's paying off! Be still! Blue escape! Start us! Here I come! I'm on it! It's over!
Can I be faster than that? Because I am. I wonder why that keeps being reset. All right, good job, good job. We're doing very well. I wish there was some indication of like how long this was. All right. We're doing okay. I do have to say those add-on attacks are really, really good and fun. Wait, you accidentally flattened your chair? Were you over here just like shut up? I was like, yeah. Did they see such Mercer? That's the easiest challenge. How is that not every day? What challenge are you seeing every day if not that one? Despite your immense strength, after the special prize? Oh, interesting. That's just a way to get, like, yeah, you can do these as many times as you want. I just can't yet. That's also really interesting, because it's a way to sort of cap being able to just farm stuff. But there's no rules in the other ones. Does that mean once you're level 30, then your money problems are assumed to be over? I also have to wonder if that's a, like 60 minutes in-game time. Because you could, if you really needed to, just, like, play a match of that, and then go the rest of the end, and then, come back. Like, go have dinner, come back, leave the game running. Oh, Dishrin is grumpy. Dishrin doesn't want to talk to us.
Frankly, I was skeptical of coexisting with Danans, but you're used to them.
Isn't this city so beautifully verdant? Climate's nice, and important to good clear the place. Where Dulliam really wants the city's scenery to remain well preserved. So much consideration to ensuring we lead pleasant lives.
This is Artelia Palace. Autelina Palace, the manor of Dulliam, Lord of Elde Menacia. Entry is forbidden to all but those with his lordship's express permission. Please remove yourself.
Alright. You said to look around Visnet before, and I've kind of looked around. I don't think I've actually stayed at the end, though. Maybe I have. Look at these flowers go nice and pretty for Lord Dulliam.
My dad's working in the quarry today. So is mine. I'm gonna help him when I grow up.
I know I came in and I bought stuff. I can't remember if I actually, stayed. I think I did.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over.
I don't want to cook yet. I don't want to use up the ingredients. I'm just not sure if this is a you've seen everything, now rest.
For our heads.
That's interesting. This time it didn't say deceased on December. So, game, what do you want from me? I've kind of been everywhere. To check right quick, but I'm pretty sure I've been absolutely everywhere. So peaceful. Think Lord Dallin will stay here forever? See, I've already been down here and talked to all of these blokes. There is something glowing up in this direction, but I can't go in this direction. Got that here. Like, it definitely says I should be looking around Visnet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Already heard that conversation. Up.
Looks like Danans are working in the quarry.
Let's go check it out.
Interesting. Okay. They just wanted me to see everything before they open that up for us. Not allowed to go this way. Cool, cool. Yeah, I definitely would have to agree with that. Of all the ways to die, being ground into, like, paste is one of my least favorites. Still better than drowning, though. Drowning is awful. I say like I have some experience with it.
Stay sharp. We're going in.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could I please take the day off?
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't. That didn't seem genuine. They've got like air purifiers. It looks like. Heck yeah! But they say hard work is its own reward. Gotta find motivation to work in the first place. Yeah, that's hard. I just stole their lunch. Keep a close eye on the workers' health and injuries that occur. You have to be in order to keep things as safe as possible. They're really going all out to be like, yes, this is a decent place. They actually care about people. I'm just gonna come in here and like loot them to loot the shirts off them. Check out my guns and build them up here with my pickaxe. Impressive, huh? They sure are. Got a feeling you're gonna do well in the training grounds? I wouldn't get too cocky. Bone's not gonna just sit and let you chip at them with those rocks like you used to.
Everybody seems so happy working here.
And it seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it. How can it be like this?
This is really interesting. I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. Back before Dolim, you could never imagine taking a break like this with those other remnants around the place. Yeah, I know. Now the government bureaucrats give us way more trouble than the soldiers ever did. Some bought those. Nothing like knocking my back a stiff drink after a long sweaty day of backbreaking work, am I right? I hadn't checked the other side yet.
Halt! I presume you're Alphen, of Orbis Calaglia? I'm Captain Kisara of the Elder Menancia Guard.
Hi.
Just Kisara? No last name would make you a Danon.
So it does. Is that a problem?
The guard. Wait, so you're saying the Lord of Elda Menancia has Danons protecting him?
In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone who enlists does so of their own free will.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
That makes no sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live as a free person? And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency, Lord Dohalim. I feel no shame.
Well, no, why would you?
But all of that aside, I came seeking you, Alphen, at Lord Dohalim's behest. He wishes an audience with you.
With us?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolina Palace. That is, if you choose to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right. We'll meet your lord.
Very well. I shall return and deliver your acceptance. Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Before you go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Why is there a big
Nothing else?
gate?
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would
I mean, we
want to
did
see
kill
us?
2 of his fellow lords.
Probably a trap.
Still, they already know we're here. Not like we can start being stealthy now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
Hey, are you sure about going? What if it's a trap?
That's no reason to back out now.
Law's right. I get your concern. We should buckle down.
Alright, well, so, oh no, I was gonna say the area I didn't go to was completely pointless. But we did have a peace chill, but yeah, that looks like about it. So I'm not, that's so weird, this little glow up at the north. Like, we can't even go further north, I don't know why it's there. Let's go ahead and meet this Dolim. I've already forgotten how to say his name because I pay attention.
I don't sense any more enemies.
We didn't sense any enemies before?
I just don't get it. The Danons have endured years of suffering. How could they just turn around and trust the Renans all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. But I guess they must have a pretty good reason, right?
Like what? What could erase 300 years
Oh, 300,
of
not
pain and
200?
suffering?
Maybe it's precisely because they suffered for so long that they see Dohalim as something of a savior.
Hey, whose side are you on here, Alphen?
Relax, Rinwell. All I'm saying is that we shouldn't jump to assumptions about these people until we know more about the situation.
I just don't get it.
I do have to say, this would be a very, very, very difficult thing for... I'm surprised Law's not having a hard time with it, but...
That towering structure at the center is the palace.
You think it's dangerous to go inside?
It's not a question of danger. We're going inside regardless.
But yeah, for like both Law and Rinwell should be struggling a lot with this, because they're very, very used to the idea that there's going to be people working with the Renans, and those people are the enemy. Those people sold out their like countrymen. So to see everybody in this land on the side of the Renans has got to just be completely blowing their minds.
So, do any of you know anything about Lord Dohalim?
I think I remember hearing something back in Sislodan about how he fights using a rod.
A rod?
I don't know the details, but from what I gather, he swings a long rod around and uses it to stab and smack people from afar.
It's like a bow staff?
I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something. I forget.
Grass?
Bear in mind that Eldam Menancia harvests Earth astral energy. It would be no surprise for him to have some sort of control over plants.
So basically the point is we know nothing about the guy. Wish we weren't going in completely blind.
I really doubt we're going to fight him right now. Like, he's had no build-up, and we don't even have a reason to fight him, if I'm being honest. Dang it, will you get in the right position? There we go. Oh, one more?
That Kisara woman. She sounded pretty smug about serving Dohalim, didn't she?
She still has a Renin for a boss. How is that any different from being a slave?
Renin society is a meritocracy. To us, it's seen as natural that those who sit at the top rule over the rest.
It's the same old wall as the rest of Dana at the end of the day, just with a different coat of paint.
I guess it can change people's attitudes if they can at least serve someone they respect.
But they're still being deceived. It's obvious that's what's happening.
On the
Is
one
it,
hand,
though?
her loyalty really did seem to be genuine. But on the other hand, Galaglia had its fair share of Danans who just accepted Renin rule because it was all they'd ever known. With that in mind, it can be hard to tell if her loyalty truly came about on its own, or if it's just the result of years of subjugation.
Who knows? It might clear some things up if we hear what Dohalim has to say.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make our way to the palace.
And with that said, we are not going to the palace right now, but I will see you in the next episode. Look forward to it. I will record it shortly, and I will see you in a day or two, or 3.